Hey everyone, welcome back to some more Let's Play modded Deus Ex. In the last episode, we ventured through the catacombs here in Paris. We found the remnants of a cell from Silhouette, where we met Chad. What a Chad! I resisted that the entire last episode. Let's get this out of the way at the moment. They were hiding out in a secret World War bunker that MJ-12 had overlooked. And they asked me to free two of their members who were taken captive when MJ-12 raided the catacombs after they're driving them down here. MJ-12 here in Paris is operating just out in the open. They've got enough political capital to just do that. I guess everyone just believes the terrorists are everywhere, and the only way to protect the world from the terrorists is to bring in these military personnel. Anyway, we did manage to free the prisoners after a bit of awkwardness, I suppose we should accurately say. We did pretty well when it came to stealthing most of the enemies, but it was a bit sloppy right at the very end. We still managed it, I suppose, all things considered. We limited Hella, the woman in black who was stationed here as part of MJ-12, and saw that they were working with FEMA. FEMA doesn't seem like they should have any jurisdiction whatsoever over France. FEMA is, to my knowledge, an American thing, unless the, what is it, Federal Environmental Management Agency or something like that? Flood? Emergency? Something? Anyway, I don't know what it stands for. Shut up. Anyway, we saw some mails going back and forth between someone named Greer, the head of FEMA, and Miss Hella. Anyway, she was eliminated, put down like the rest of them, or rather like most of them, incapacitated. And thus that brings us here. We were given the key from... No, we found a key to access the sewer system here, which is, well, accessible through the catacombs. Am I really going to say that? I said it. I'm babbling. Let's just keep going, Tim. We're not going to reshoot this part. And we've gotten some information about where Nicolette Duclair hangs out. She is in La Porte de la France, I think, or no. La Porte de l'Enfer. Which I don't know what it stands for, but it's going to be very satanic when we get there. So I'm guessing it means something like the port, or the entry to hell or something. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, it's where she likes hanging out. So we got to go and figure out where she is there, or if someone there will know how to contact her. So that's our objective. But first, we got to get through the sewers. This won't be too easy. Let's go ahead and take a look at us. Our mini crossbow. Do you guys care about this, by the way? I've assumed you guys have cared. Like, someone wants to know what I'm doing, what build I'm using. Because I am occasionally curious when I watch someone else play a game as to what they're doing. And sometimes I'll just click on a random video to see if I can figure out what the build they are before I decide to watch the Let's Play. So maybe this is interesting. I mean, it's probably too late. By the time this video goes up, I might have already beaten the game, but I'm not sure. But if you let me know, I'll just skip this part. let's just do it. So here we are. 5 accuracy, 1 range, 1 scope, and of course, auto-firing on our mini crossbow. Our stealth pistol has 3 rate of fire, 1 reload, 2 damage, 1 recoil, a scope, and a laser sight. I forgot it has a laser sight. All last episode, Tim. You should be activating that. Our shotgun has 5 clip, 3 rate of fire, 3 reload, and 5 recoil. Our assault rifle, 4 clip, 1 rate of fire, 4 reload, 4 recoil, 4 accuracy, range, a scope, and a silencer. And our sniper rifle, we're back up to 34 rounds. That means I feel like we can probably use 4 of them to break open doors if it comes down to it. 2 clip, 3 rate of fire, 5 damage, 4 recoil, 4 accuracy, 1 range, scope, laser sight, and a silencer. Augmentations, 1 point in energy shield, energy transference, our light, and EUAS. We have 2 points in BPN 021, our recirculator, and microverbal muscle. And we have 3 points in radar transparency, aggressive defensive system, and environmental resistance, targeting, and run silent. I'm thinking we will probably put another point in... Actually, the next one I want an energy shield. I would not mind having the damage of that increase again. I want at least 2 points in most of the things I use. And then the first 4th point will go into aggressive defensive system. Alright, well. Let's do this. Still no music down here, which is, I guess, thematic. I could play different music, but I don't know if you guys would like it or not. It'd be creepy. Speaking of creepy, viewer, it's now May. I have to begin thinking about what we're going to play for Halloween when the Halloween months begin creeping up. In 2 more months, it'll be July, and about time to get ready to start recording. I normally begin recording Occult Chronicles in August. I can't believe how fast this year went already. I'm also pretty bad at recording Hedon. I've kind of stopped. I was really in the mood to play it for a while, and then I got addicted to this game instead. So, I've gotten so many videos pre-recorded. I'm up to... This is part 21 I'm recording, I think, at the moment. I probably should now focus on Hedon for a while. Anyway, I'm babbling. Police raid catacombs. Paris investigator. Earlier today, the police raided the catacombs, entering through the Denfort Ratio Port Royal I can't pronounce any of these. Trocadero, and a number of other unidentified locations in an attempt to round up elements of the terrorist group Silhouette. Now, we've read back at UNACO, which we don't know if it's accurate or not, but Silhouette supposedly does nothing more than make memes and mock the enemies, their political opponents, and supposedly doesn't actually engage in combat. Based on what we saw from Everett, or heard from Everett, he said that half his troops just retreated without even firing a shot. So it doesn't feel like they'd rather not come to blows. They'd rather just, if you can't defeat them in the arena of ideas, if you can't stand being made fun of and criticized, you shouldn't be out. You shouldn't be doing it, or rather, defend yourself. You know, at least put up an effort to defend your point of view. I kind of like that idea from Silhouette also, but they're not really, once again, they're not in the mood to really lay down arms or throw down against MJ12. And to be fair to them, like, they're just guys with shirts, jeans, and maybe a machine gun or a shotgun. MJ12 is wearing military armor, has commandos and women in black out here, war bots and launching grenades and who knows what else. It's not really equal footing. I suppose it's not equal footing then when Silhouette attacks them with memes. I guess they really can't stand it. They got no defense against it. Anyway, far from being a harmless group of reactionaries, Silhouette presents a clear and ongoing threat to the public welfare. Oh, do they? Said Inspector Gabley, currently leading the case. Why, because they present possible information that goes against what the news is printing? Despite extensive surveillance prior to the raid, however, police found minimal evidence of Silhouette's presence, instead capturing a number of drug dealers, prostitutes, and other suspected criminals. All in all, we consider the operation a success, insisted Gabley. We made a strong statement that Paris, above or below, will not be a haven for radicals and thieves. Oh, sure. They really wanted to kill Silhouette. And I guess they backed out with the police.
I think these tunnels connect to the sewers. You're going the right way.
Oh, there's the music again. Oh, we didn't cover our skills. So we have trained in pistol, master in rifle, advanced in demolition. We upped this last time. Advanced in training, master electronics, advanced hacking, advanced athletics, and trained stealth. For perks, we have nimble, sonic transducer sensor, focused rifles, perfect stance rifles, gunslinger, focused pistols, and short fuse. Our next plan is to probably take a level in medicine or level lockpicking. One of those two. Now, MJ12 troops were the ones who had the key, so we should maybe anticipate some trouble from them down here. We've also learned that our aggressive defensive system... Oh, we should have... It's not too late. It's not too late. maybe it is too late. We're about to find out. We should double back through the catacombs and find that repair drone. Okay, it's not too late. If we don't have to use bioelectric cells on ourselves, we don't want to do so. It was up here. Oh, it was not up here, but there was a chest here. Well, oh, I missed this room entirely. Hello. 2 picks, if you want to get into that. Oh, we're at full life, okay. We'll blast it open. Some darts, some taser darts, and 10mm AP rounds, and a bioelectric cell. That's worth a single sniper rifle round. Could be worth lockpicks if you really want the AP rounds, I suppose. I've never been spelunking viewer. I've never been underground. I've never been in a cave, except for my own house. So I don't have a good. All this stuff here in games like this always feel amazing to me. I wonder how realistic it is. There's a cave system not too far from me, out towards... It's in Pennsylvania. It would be the Crystal Caves, I think is what it's called. I've heard good things about it, and that it seems to be a rather nice cave system to go walking in. But I'm a little paranoid that the day I go into this, there'll be some sort of massive earthquake, and I'll be sealed inside and die down there. It probably won't happen. Probably. Oh, this looks like a secret door, but no, I guess not, huh? I don't see anything that would open it anyway. You know, all this stuff's on YouTube. I like watching spelunkers. I think I mentioned this an episode or 2 ago. It's interesting to see what they find and what have you. I'm just always worried they'll get stuck down there or something of the sort. I should see if there's a video of someone going through the Paris catacombs to see what that's like. I began listening to a few videos about Buddhism so I could become a little more familiar with that way of being. To my knowledge, it is not... I'm going to talk about things I probably shouldn't, only because I'm not very well versed on the subject, so I've only got a little bit of information. So most of what I'm going to say here is just random thoughts, a stream of consciousness, without too much thinking or dwelling on it, as we play together, so you guys have something to listen to. Hopefully that's not too annoying for you guys. Listen to me just prattle on about things. I've heard Buddhism isn't a religion, but rather a way of transcending, or just a way to be. Interesting, if true. It's about trying to, I think, elevate yourself beyond your base instincts and leave behind the desires that you possess, or focus perhaps only on the good ones. Oh, okay, and there is no going back now. There was a water area, and we completely skipped it. So hopefully there was nothing too important in there.
These sewers can take you anywhere in the Champs-Élysées, where you will find the club.
Yeah, we missed a... I thought that pool of water would lead us somewhere. We're not really designed for swimming. I think this water is, it doesn't look very deep. No, it can't be. We hear warbots around. For some reason, I feel like we should be afraid down here. Ooh. I was gonna say something's making a different sound. It looks like we have a super large Karkian on patrol down here. We can probably kill it, but that's going to be trouble. Let's see what direction it goes in. If it comes down towards us, we'll lay into it while we have some distance. I always forget we can zoom in with the mouse wheel. Without our EUAS system upgraded to rank 2, we are guessing at what our stealth level is. It would otherwise appear as a number below our feet. The more transparent the number and lower, the more in the shadow you are. At this level of difficulty, around level, having like a percentage of 5 or lower means you are not likely to be seen unless you open fire. Someone could be standing basically almost right on top of you, and you should be okay. Any higher than that, though, even around like 8 or 9, and I've had enemies who I'm about where like that corner is, find me while staring right at my spot for a little bit. You know, the moment I walk down here, we're going to bump right into it, right? It's going to be right in front of me.
Above, I'm showing MJ-12 troops and the Paris police. Also some bots. The police won't bother you, but stay away from the troopers.
Okay, it's guarding that area. There might be more to find in the sewer system if we're willing to explore. But it sounds like coming up here is going to be trouble, too. We could put on our last cameo armor and run for it. I wanted a spot that I could leap into if I was able to get up there without being detected. I'm guessing France has some of those audio systems in play that detect gunfire. Or the window was, there was a glass break sensor somewhere around. It is probably
an American. UNATCO agent? Agent Herman stopped by. He said we should shoot on sight.
He looks German.
Herman?
No, the spy, Denton. How do they know he's in Paris?
UNATCO got Echelon 4 back up. Trust me, they know where he is.
They say Denton has a head full of secrets.
Well, those secrets won't be very valuable splattered on the pavement.
I put the mine there with the expectation that we will probably destroy the Karkian and explore more of the sewer system. As long as no grenade comes down here, we're okay. Otherwise, we're just dead. Actually, we can use our aggressive defensive system. I suppose we should use it now. Okay, we're okay. I don't think they knew where we were when we killed the dog that was up there. They're still running around. Now that I've trapped this passage, I don't really want to take it. I do want the Karkian to walk into that mine. Bots facing this way will be detected. Maybe the Karkian isn't hostile? I didn't see what our target reticule was. Maybe it has... they're hostile all the time in Hong Kong. I would imagine it's hostile, and probably just put down here to keep any silhouette from taking the sewer system up here. Okay. 19 deaths.
These sewers can take you anywhere in the Champs-Élysées, where you will find the club.
I didn't think we would be detected. We were immediately seen.
I'm showing MJ-12 troops and the Paris police. Also some bots. The police won't bother you, but stay away from the troopers.
Alright. Very good. I think a good use of a mine. So this is clearly not the way we're supposed to go up unless we can make ourselves invisible to everything, which means the camo armor. Because we got hit by missiles. So there's a commando or something around there that knows we're there. Like, it looked to me like we were scot-free, and we were not. So let's take a different passage. And hope there's no more giant Karkians in the sewer system. Ooh, that was an accidental activation. I'm kind of glad we did it. I've been playing Heretic, viewer. I'm not recording it. It's the first in the Hexen series. I never, ever played it. And my goodness, is it a blast. I'm having so much fun playing a wizard and running around and shooting demons to death. Oh, a crowbar. Alright, we don't need that. Well, this might not be any better. Do we have any images of the place? Of course not. No one's going to give us a map of Paris, France to tell us where we're going. 4 lockpicks to get up this way, or we have to blast a door open. Okay. For too long I've said I need this, and I haven't done anything about it. So we're going to go ahead and add a hotkey to switch ammo again. I removed this quite some time ago. I want to switch ammo. So I am very sorry about this, viewer. I keep forgetting you do it off screen. Single quote. That's not going to work. Unknown 6. That sounds good. Alright, let's go swimming. Oh! I guess let's make sure this area's clear first. And then we'll probably have to use a rebreather. We saw one car key and there might be others. Weasels. Oh, hello. We're gonna lose this rebreather. I don't think it can be helped. Okay. Thank goodness we kept all those darts. What are we down to? 24%. That's gonna be about 7 or so bioelectric cells if I want to keep it. That's where we were earlier. Okay. Rather filthy down there, too. You're wasting darts, Tim. You're wasting flare darts, Tim! Those aren't too common. I don't have a way to destroy the boxes down here, and we're not allowed to grab them. I would like whatever's in that last box, though, so let's go back. A lockpick. We don't need the med kit. Okay, fun little bit of exploring down here, I suppose. Hopefully this will lead us out to someplace a little more favorable. Another freaking Greasel. People might have heard the gunshots, so let's wait for the combat music to fade. That is letting me know the bot's directly above us, or close enough that we're feeling the impact of its steps. That also means it was alerted to the sound. So the bots here are familiar, or rather will be able to detect noises. Let's keep this out. There's probably MJ-12 troops everywhere out here. Oh, it's right here. There it is. We have a single scramble grenade. I'm gonna recharge this just a bit. We have no EMP grenades, and it would, to my recollection, a single EMP grenade isn't going to down a warbot anyway. You need, I think, at least 2. The same with lambs. A single lamb won't destroy a warbot. Okay. I shouldn't have used what I just did on this, because we're going to have to activate radar transparency and run for it. Okay. Cook! In the street! You're a burning barrel. We got some cops over there, too. Cops are not hostile. Probably are acting as actual peacekeepers. Gonna take 2 headshots. The guy's wearing a helmet. Right, and we're wearing an environmental suit by complete accident, so that kind of works for us. I expected more sludge or dangers of that sort inside the sewer system. Take a little bit of damage from the dart, but it's not so bad. Oh, he's gonna see his, maybe see his friend? Don't need to have France be dirty. Someone's forgot some perfectly good soy food. I am not above eating it. I've never ever been dumpster diving. That's a really weird fetish I think some people have, where they look for food inside other people's trash. Like, what the heck? Oh, and I hear a copter. No laser sights at copters. Oh, it looks like there's a fast bot. Remember that bot we saw a long time ago? Back when we were held prisoner at the MJ-12 facility? I think there's another one that's here. It is one. That means we should be careful. I know from experience that the fast bots fire rockets. They also have machine guns. So it's like a more mobile, but less resilient warbot. I think it's 40's tranquilizer darts. Ooh. Destroying flowers. I have flowers in my yard. I have a lot of these, I think they're called daylilies. They're these brilliant orange flowers that come up. One per stalk. And I have a ton of them in, in my backyard. They look wonderful. I used to have a trumpet type of plant too. But when I had my yard taken care of last year, I had it removed along with a bunch of other plants growing along the sides of my house. I kind of regret that I actually had it removed, but it was very wild and the perfect place for wasps to set up a nest, which I did have to remove once. So I wasn't in the mood to ever have to worry about that again. It's a shame in a way, though. Hummingbirds would come to drink from it. It was interesting. I didn't realize hummingbirds even existed in New Jersey. Taser darts. We can't get into this building. Uh-oh, Tim. Okay, there it goes. Or this one. Any door that's barred, we won't be able to enter. Nor will we enter in most of the large double doors. No one else heard that, I guess, because no one else is investigating. A scope on him? We have no weapons that require a scope any longer. At least none that we're carrying. Yeah, just junk. And as fun as it is to kill them, it's probably a lot more efficient to just knock them out. If I can retain cover. Commandos. 2 commandos, 1 UNACO, sorry, MJ-12 machine gunner. The gunner's walking down this way. I know, viewer, but I'm not I guess, I'd rather not. Okay, he's not walking down this way after all. We already raid? We already read that information on the newspaper. We have to be careful. If we talk with this guy and the robot sees us, the robot will run all the way over here and then just kill us both. So we gotta be a little careful about how we do this. There's the robot at the moment.
If you want a job, talk to Christy. The chef already has an assistant. Me.
Ah, the Paris nightlife. Have a taste of wine for me, JC.
French cooking. That looks pretty happy. Oh, it's more like French eating. Are we hurt? Are we eating food here? Sure. And a soda. Well, clean up the place a little bit.
If you have a request, talk to my assistant Raymond. He always seems to be looking for something to do.
Oh, your assistant told us to talk to you.
I'm busy.
This Navi is the property of Pierre Boulez. If found, please return to Pierre Boulez at 74 Rue Montagnage, I can't pronounce that, or contact this address. To-do list. Tickets for Carvia Rusticana. Meet Tracy at Infants Terrible. New CD by Brewer's Phrase. New account. Oh, we have a login account number. I'll only use that, though, if we can't hack into the system. Maybe it's not the chef's. Maybe it must be someone else's, not this guy's. And we did see 2... Actually, it's probably not this guy. Pierre? Yeah, it can't be him, right? This is Cafe Chef. Yes, this is not Pierre. His name is Cafe Chef. We're gonna go with that, and then we can go ahead and take this use and not feel bad about using that account name and password to log into an ATM. How do I pronounce this? Some Lotaeri scandal resurfaces. Accusations of cover-ups within President Borges Manorai's administration have recently appeared in several tabloid publications, linking key members of his council and ministers to the, I can't pronounce it, Some Lotaeri scandal that resulted in President Sierra's exit from politics 5 years ago. Some Lotaeri, an exclusive resort in Corte d'Azur, was the site of a clandestine meeting between then-President Sierra and reputed members of the Zoganov crime family in an attempt to funnel almost 3 billion credits of tainted money through French banks. The deal was reportedly brokered by a cabal of major banking interests, including deceased financier Beth Duclair, though her involvement was never proved. Oh, of course. Some sources went so far as to suggest that the entire meeting was a result of a plot hatched by the Bilderbergs, a supposedly secret society formed of wealthy and powerful industrialists shortly after World War II. Some sources went so far as to suggest that the entire meeting was a result of a plot hatched by the Bilderbergs, a supposedly secret society formed of wealthy and powerful industrialists shortly after World War II. Some sources went so far as to suggest that the entire meeting was a result of a plot hatched by the Bilderbergs, a supposedly secret society formed of wealthy and powerful industrialists shortly after World War II. President Borges Monroy has dismissed the accusations as ludicrous, calling his stories the lowest example of irresponsible journalism, before refusing further comment. It's amazing how accurate all this sounds, right, compared to our real-life stuff. We could use a little bit of food.
What would you like? Everything 10 credits.
Have anything to eat?
This would be our only dish until the trucks start running again.
Oh, just soy food. But one's enough for us.
What would you like? Everything 10 credits.
At least one cafe stayed open during the crackdown.
We will never close, no matter what.
Is there some kind of curfew?
Not yet, but the police programmed the bots to shoot anyone who leaves his arrondissement after dark.
That sounds like a curfew to me.
I'm looking for a friend, Nicolette Duclair.
A leader of Silhouette, a true patriot.
Know where I might find her?
Where the criminals and students go at night, La Porte de l'Enfer, just across the street.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
This crackdown is the work of Majestic 12.
You mean the European Union?
They are a group of conspirators who have been seizing governments all over the world.
I don't care what they call themselves. I have seen it since I was a girl, the plotting and scheming of corporations to make Europe into one big country with no separate languages, cultures, or tastes.
It's more than Europe they plan to unify.
Holy crap! Oh, man! We can't pursue any more conversation of that sort.
Never mind.
I agree with Christy here. I think it's rather sad. I mean, so there are arguments for it and against it. I've heard it's easier to travel from place to place and stuff of this sort. I actually don't know. I haven't looked too much into the affairs of the European Union or the countries that make it up. Other than I'm aware that Brexit happened some time ago, and that I believe Great Britain left the European Union after quite a bit of controversy and quite a few delays, and maybe one or two votes just to make sure the people wanted it, but they did, in the end, want it. I'm a fan of the countries keeping their own individuality. What works for one place doesn't work for another. It'd be akin, but I'm a fan of small government, not big global governments. The smaller the government, the more I tend to favor that type of attitude. Here, like, I guess the European Union would be like having an America. Only instead of separate states, you have all the separate countries all combined into one of them. But they also all speak their own languages and have their own cultures and history. And unlike the states, I think there's been a few battles or conflicts between some of those countries. We have only had one big war here, right? Our Civil War, quite some time ago. Anyway, I'm gonna get in trouble if I keep talking about this, only because I don't really, I'm not well read up on it whatsoever. So, a policy I tend to have is I should keep my mouth shut when I don't really have too much more to add, but heresy on my own incomplete thoughts. Naga 066. $300. I don't know who that Pierre is, but he shouldn't have left his data cube out where some stranger could walk into the back of the kitchen and find it. Clearly it's his fault. Clearly. I see how we can get up there. Always like to taking the Thieves' Highway in games that have it. So we're not going to be allowed over there. This is a lot trickier for us to do, since we don't have any faster running. You hear a Doom fan that would kill us if we were to try to get into this. Just slice us to bits. We're not allowed up into this one. No, I don't have the height for that. There's nothing up on this roof. Oh, I see that. There's something here, though. Hey, secret. Some 10mm rounds. And tech goggles, which we don't need. I'm going through someone's attic. That's going to destroy everything. And we can't open this. We could be using this instead of flares. You could use also this underwater to keep your hands free. Yeah, we could have. I didn't. Okay, cool little area to explore. I don't think we can reach any other roofs from there. And the Nicolette's is across the street. So we'll have to figure out a way how we can do that. This... I saw that for a second. That's the scope we dropped. This bot is very fast, so I'd like to avoid... Like... how to describe... my thoughts, uncompleted, mouth speaking without actually dwelling on what I'm trying to say. Because that bot's so quick, I cannot leave a mine on a wall and expect it to detonate and destroy it. We, once again, have very few weapons that can deal with an armored robot. We do have some AP rounds and the Sabot rounds for our shotgun, but it's going to take several of those to destroy the bot. In the meantime, it will be firing rockets at us and also shooting us with a machine gun. It's a bad exchange. We only really want to fight the bots if we must down a bot. And by me must, I mean there is absolutely no other way. If we can avoid it, we always should try. We've learned that the Metropolitan is closed, so we're not going to be able to take this subway. I like all those guards. Maybe we have to do the bot area. We can chase the bot and see if we can find a spot to cross the street on the other side of this area. Here we go.
Not sure what you might find in these buildings, but if you break in either, be prepared to deal with the Paris police.
Kong knows us very well. Lockpick and a charge module. Oh man, this is... How are we going to do this, Tim? We have to get across the street and into the... I can't access my inventory while crouched. I did not want the cop to potentially help take out that, oh god, that bot. Okay. So one of them had a plasma rifle. One of them had a knife. One had an assault rifle. We got some shotgun shells from the one police officer that we killed. There's a rate of fire mod in here, and some ammo. We'll look at that later. Let's quickly hack. Turn off any cameras or what have you that might be around. Oh, we'll deactivate the military patrol bots. Yeah, let's just shut them down. That's kind of nice. Hopefully no one decides to go over here and investigate what just happened.
The government has restricted access to the metro. You'll have to get around on foot.
This viewer was where we first popped up and were instantly killed. So there must have been a dog here, too, that was slaughtered during the fight. See the police officer. Okay, hold on. We have a rate of fire mod. You know what, viewer? I'm gonna add this one to the sniper rifle.
Can I ask you a question?
I am not paid to advise tourists.
Take it easy. I just want to know if you've heard of Nicolette Duclair.
I have no dealings with Miss Duclair. I sweep the streets. That is my life.
But you know her? Where would she be this time of night?
I don't have money to waste on that place. Number 13. Club La Porte de l'Enfer. Pff, a private club for rich phonies.
Number 13. Thanks.
If you want Renault, he is in the bar at the hostel.
Great. What would I want with Renault?
You aren't who he was going to hire. The professional thief?
I'm flattered.
Guess we looked the part.
You found the club. The only one to stay open during martial law. They've hiked up the cover, but you'll have to pay if you want to find out if Nicolette is inside.
Okay, keep that in mind. Alright, the police are not hostile. I'm gonna search the bushes really quick. Not that I'm expecting to see anything in them.
Clear the streets.
These flats go for about 5,000. Almost as bad as Hong Kong.
5,000 per month, or you have to buy them for 5,000? Because in this day and age, this game was made back in the 2000s, when this house of mine was probably worth less than half of what it's worth at the moment.
New travel restrictions. Consult the papers.
Right, he's not going to arrest me, though. The one lady did mention there is no curfew. We'll just be shot on sight by the bots. But the police apparently aren't going to arrest us.
That little building is a hostel. Lodging for backpackers.
Man, I wish I could tell Tong no back seating.
Sorry, all full tonight.
Don't need a room, but maybe you can help me find a member of the group Silhouette. Her name's Nicolette Duclair.
No, I know nothing about that. Leave me alone.
I do wish you wouldn't just talk to everybody about it. JC, we already know where she is. Or rather, we know where.
Good night to be on the street.
We've been told where she frequents. Let's see. Anything up here? Pretty fancy looking little place. Oh, a key. Hotel key. So there's a bartender down there. A heavily augmented gentleman, and then some guy in a suit. I can hear a camera or robot around from here too. We're almost not hurt. Just 2 hit points down one of our legs. We read about the Petals of Twilight already. That's that nice poem I liked earlier.
Observe your motivations for breaking arbitrary laws of great government. Do not miss your chance to be one of us and create the new world order.
Icarus is suggesting that if we're here for money and loot and personal gain, that we can potentially get those things by joining with them, whoever it is he works for. I was at Port de l'Enfer last night and managed to get some stupid American to buy me a drink, then peeked his code when he wasn't looking. Do me a favor. Pull some cash from his account and get your petite amie out to pick me up some Zyme. It's fabulous. The new thing from New York. 004418. Worbis 13. Bonsoy. Bonsoys? Annie. Oh, Annie, sounds like you need to have your account robbed so that you don't do drugs. One second, viewer. I'm just going to write this down really quick. It's probably easier for me to remember 004418. We also got this earlier. Welcome to Paris, the City of Lights. This map will help familiarize you with Champs-Élysées, the spiritual and cultural heart of the city. During the day, the Champs-Élysées is a bustling street of boutiques and government offices. But it is only at night that it comes truly alive, a place of cafes and clubs, of theaters and cabaret. While many visitors only see the glittering main avenue, those who are a bit more adventurous might venture off the beaten path and be rewarded with the taste of old Paris in the dark back streets and alleys away from flashing lights and the hustle of tourists. Pretty sure you get mugged if you do that. I'm just saying. I can't think of a city that probably doesn't have its crime-riddled underbelly. This is an electrical socket, by the way. We can touch it and we'll get zapped. So I have no intention of doing that. That is not like a vault or a safe or something. I have no need to go into someone's apartment if they're hotel room. If someone's already in there.
Can I help you?
Who are those guys over there?
A couple of thugs. Ignore them. What would you like? Wine is 120. Snacks are 5.
I'll take a snack.
A snack.
The kitchen is closed. Will a candy bar suffice?
Sure.
Renault, the guy who's looking for a thief and a guy.
You must be Renault.
So?
I heard you're looking to hire a thief.
The baker at number 15 keeps Zyme. 100% pure. In one of the ovens.
What do I get if I help you?
50 credits each vial. The place has booby traps. Otherwise, I would break in myself.
I'll do it. Sure.
I'll check out the bakery.
Like I said, building 15.
Right.
Always honor your promises.
All right. Yep. That guy's waiting for his Zyme, and he's not outfitted to do any sleuthing like we're about to do.
Sir, what is your business tonight?
It's I'm gonna rob the bakery. Look, honesty is the best. It's the best way of dealing with it. How will we do this? The guy looks a little weird to me. Ooh. It looks like there's a lamb hovering near the commando, but I don't think that's the case.
A digital media store. Don't waste your money in those places. You can get anything you want for 2 credits on the black market in Asia.
That's probably still the case. Probably the case to this today too. We picked that lock. I don't want to make too much noise. But we're gonna have to because we need to deal with that camera.
Strange. I'm picking up infrared pulses. Why would a bakery need electronic security?
Honestly, most people probably want that type of security these days. Deter thieves. Like us. Wasn't that a movie, Thieves Like Us? I'm pretty sure it was. Two picks to get in. This is an expensive effort. We've already committed to this.
We must apprehend this man.
We must apprehend this man.
Khan, I suspect he will not live long.
Well, he's wrong about that. At least we're gonna leave a little longer. I want this. It's a lockpick. It'll make up for the 4 we've used here. 6 picks get into this place. If we can find a trash can, we might be able to place it up here, then hop onto the roof. Or if I kept one of the boxes, we could have done that. Yeah, I think there's a little box around the corner here, though I don't know if all the police are hostile to me. Let's wait until this guy passes down here, which will give me a chance to see what our target reticule says. And if he's hostile, we'll probably want to knock him out. He's not. Kind of realistic. We weren't really seen, I think. Or maybe just the image, he thought someone broke in, but hadn't. He didn't actually find us.
Keep moving.
We are. Excuse me, officer?
We have reports of terrorist activity. Stay inside.
I am not a terrorist. I am an opportunist. I want to search this building, but I want to see if there's a way to get into it from up here. Ha! Oh. Arguably better? 4 lockpicks. Or we could just shoot the door down. What experience do we have? Not enough to take lockpicking up another rank, Tim. Oh, there's a flare here, though. Okay. Well, why would there be a flare up on the roof? We can make that jump, also. I think we'll just blow the door open. See a vent in the far wall. Go for it. Oh, game, screw you. That's an MJ-12 troop right there. Some 5mm rounds, AP rounds, normal bullets. Well, that's a bit awkward. Can't say I'm happy. With 2 stealth pistol shots to the head, not killing an unhelmeted gentleman. Everyone has some sort of mechanical augmentations to prevent them from getting headshots. Okay, and they're clearing out. Or maybe not. Sorry, everyone. I'm happy to get a lot of talking. What's going on in here? Well, stuff like this is what I like. The environmental storytelling stuff that happens occasionally. We can see that there was a guy sitting here in a dark room, and his friend was in this room without his helmet on, so he must have been in the process of getting geared up. Because on the bed is a half-naked lady. I'm guessing she was a hooker and was killed after the act by this gentleman. Oh, hello! A damage mod and a credit chip. Are there any more of those? I just walked up to this because it looked a little darker than the other pictures. $20 as well. This must have been her room. That was her safe, I suppose, where she was keeping some of the things that she cared about, including a damage mod, which I guess we put onto our stealth pistol. Alright, viewer, we're going to go ahead and sell the Zyme, and then that will do for us. Long one this time. Feels like I'm playing for about 2 hours.
Only a few businesses are open. Not much to do tonight.
Cops are trying to encourage us to stay inside and not go out in the street and get shot and killed. And we have 16 Zyme, so that'll be $800.
I busted into the bakery.
Excellent. Now do we make a deal? 50 apiece?
I'll make the trade.
Never mind the bartender. He's cool.
Here, take it.
Good job. We must work together again when I find out where they will move the drop-off.
I'll be out of town, but thanks for the cash.
The Sicilians. You are correct to wish to leave town.
Wow. Yes, the Sicilians. And we're back up to almost $5,000. Not bad. That should hopefully make it so that we can actually afford the cover price. Though we're not done exploring yet, so we'll continue with that in the next episode. Thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you then. Take care, everyone.